Now, talkSPORT England. England's Lauren James has apologised for the red card during the Women's World Cup last 16 win over Nigeria and says she'll learn from the experience. England midfielder Georgia Stanway told talkSPORT that James will learn from her mistake.
She's obviously disappointed with herself and the situation and the fact that the emotions did get on top of her. But you know Lauren and you know how out of character it is for her. She'll just want to get back on the grass. She'll just want to play the game whenever it comes, and she'll just want to prove to everybody who she is, what she's here to do, and the fact that, she's so proud to play for both club and country. You've just got to give her them moments where she can just get over it herself, have a cry, have a punch at the wall, whatever's needed, and then after that we can obviously regroup, and we had something to celebrate after the game, and she was very proud of us for getting through them moments and obviously getting through till the end, and we're still here, so we're very grateful for that.
John is now live from down under, from Australia, talkSPORT's Lionesses correspondent Courtney Sweetman-Kirk. Courtney, a very, very good day. Good morning, Courtney.
Good evening, Courtney.
Yeah, good afternoon. Yeah, it's good afternoon here, but good morning to you guys.
I was closer now.
How are you closer?
Yeah, definitely.
You said morning.
Courtney, it's a massive loss. We know that. It's the ban I'm more interested in because she has been a massive asset to the England side. I think she's quality on the ball. She just blew a gasket here. She's held her hands up. I'm so sorry. Is it a 3-game? I think Gabby and I both believe that it should be.
Yes.
Yeah, I think it will be as well. We're still waiting for confirmation from FIFA. That'll obviously happen before the semi-final, definitely. But we've not got a time frame on that yet. But as you say, I think, look, she is a massive loss to this side. She's held her hands up. She's apologised, and rightly so. She should be criticised in a football sense. It was a moment of madness. It was silly, but she's 21 years old. We all make mistakes. Unfortunately for Lauren, she's had to do that on the world stage with a lot of eyes watching. But she's going to learn from it. I'm hoping that she comes back stronger as well, because as you say, she is a wonderful, wonderful footballer.
Were you surprised at the performance, even before the sending off? Because I watched the game and Nigeria were the better team, weren't they? Stronger, more aggressive as well. And even when it went to penalties, I did feel that England would win because a lot of their penalty takers take them for their clubs, don't they?
Yeah, and I think the body language for me, Gabby, looking at the players, both sets of players, for me, the England players far and ahead, their body language was much better, up straight, heads up, and they didn't look nervous, whereas the Nigeria team did. But again, I agree with you. In terms of the performance, it was poor again. I don't know, for me, why we persisted with the 3 at the back, because in terms of Nigeria's strengths and getting down the sides, we saw that a lot, and the word I used was rattled. Nigeria rattled them. They were strong in the challenge. When they got the ball back, actually, they were very technically very good, which we don't always give Nigeria credit for, but I think we need to, because they were technically good and tactically spot on as well. So before that sending off, actually I think it changed the game in the sense that I think it made England better, because they're more pragmatic going forward. They look more set in a solid shape, and unfortunately for Nigeria, I think they deserved to win that game, but they just didn't quite have enough in the end.
So without Lauren, Courtney, Colombia, who's their biggest threat to England? You'd make England favourites, wouldn't you?
You would make them favourites, but I think they were favourites against Nigeria, and like I say, I think Nigeria deserved to win that game. The big threat is Caicedo, breakout star, for Colombia at the moment, 18 years old. She's a wonderful footballer to watch. She's already scored some fantastic goals, and I think, again, they'll come up against a different style of play. England, South America, they're not afraid to get the referee involved, let's say that, and that's one of their game plans and the way they employ it. So, on the back of what we've seen with Lauren James, England have got to make sure that they don't overreact. They just play their game. Technically, for sure, and tactically, England are the better side, but, once you get to this point in tournament football, that doesn't always matter.
Yeah, and who's favourites? From the teams you've seen so far, would it be the French? Who do you think's the one they've all got to beat, Courtney?
Yeah, Alan, you took the words out of my mouth. They were magnificent again yesterday. They're free-flowing. I love watching Diani. I remember watching it with the Euros last year and saying she was like a cheat code. She's just so explosive when she gets on the ball. She's got a lot of tricks in the bag. Obviously knows where the back of the net is. Lossamer wasn't called up last Euros. Everyone was sort of enraged about that, and she's come back into the squad for the World Cup and shown why everyone was so outraged and shown how good she is. So for me, yeah, France, they're the team to beat so far.
Courtney, lovely. Thank you.
Courtney.
Courtney Sweetman-Kirk there, live from Australia. Enjoy It now gets down to the business now, doesn't it? Quarterfinals.
Of course.
talkSPORT Breakfast with Alan Brazil. Thursday and Friday morning, 6 till 10. On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.